All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go. That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none.
From the gun on 3rd down. Klein toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down. Klein. Escaping the pressure right. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. From the gun, Klein. Quick slant caught. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. They'll run it with Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And Bullock will put this one through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Klein. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again. Klein. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charleston. On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
One.
From the gun, Mariota. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So out come the Chargers. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3 down.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And Bullock will put this one through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Out come the Titans now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll run it here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On play action, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 1 minute, 53 ticks left to go in this 1st half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the read option, it's Mariota. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Here comes Johnson on the return. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Klein. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Klein. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Klein. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. In for the score. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there. They may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action now. Mariota. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Now he's forced out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Klein. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, look at this.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Klein. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed. Hot. Hot.
From the gun, Klein. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, Brendan, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Following the interception here, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll go with the keeper, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's their quarterback, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Throwing is Mariota. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Over the middle, complete. It's Harmon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
We got 4. We got 4. Easy, easy, easy. Motion, motion. Motion, motion.
Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Here's Mariota. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not getting too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And they'll go on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down. Klein. Completion left side to Miller. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, touchdown LA. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. This one taken from the 7. And an alley to run. And now look at him go. 20. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. 3 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. Throwing, Mariota. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And on the ground they go with a running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Klein throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Klein. Dancing to his left. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go now.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it to football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get